Hey,
Oh, hey,
oh,
man.
hey, man.
To answer all your questions,
Hmm,
no, I will not print your characters in time for GG. We are officially on the
dang.
road to GG. What is ever in the pipeline is in the pipelines, my friend. And we have a lot to cover to make sure everybody's all on the same page. We're going to start off with the three Ps, the C, the deck of the week, and then we'll do our week in review. Schmidt, we got a lot of stuff. We're not
Oh,
going to
we
spend too
got a
much
lot
time
of
on this
stuff
stuff. I don't
today.
want nobody. I don't want nobody to get slighted. But let's roll through it.
All right, let's go right into photo of the week. Coming in from, you do this better than I do. Our good friend, Mr. Derek. You know
The
him.
balloon bending, fun sending, hero making, challenge taking, twist and popping, never
Never
stopping,
stopping.
true entertainer of the wrestling world.
That's
The
right.
grump hating.
Him and Mr. Brian Myers showing off their cards. Look at that.
Folks, if you waited to get your tickets to the show by Creative Pro Wrestling featuring Nick Nemeth and MJF, I have some bad news. It is sold out. Okay. I've been telling you for days, weeks, months, reminders, everything I could do. You guys are out. We're going to crack open a Boss Weiser.
There, Steve. Cheers. Little.
Cheers. What else you got there?
A little shout out. I know it's a little uncanny and something we really don't do, but we should shout out Mr. Adrian English, uh, graduating this past yesterday, summa cum laude, with a 3.99 GPA. Congratulations, Adrian, on graduating summa
Congratulations.
cum laude.
Proud of. Yeah, I've been known to cum laude myself. So as a fellow cum laudean to the other cum laudeans, congratulations. You got
Yes.
something to be very, very proud of. 3.99 GPA.
Wow. Bravo, my friend.
I had it
Bravo.
for a while. Sociology messed me up,
No, jeez.
crushed my soul.
All right. Your
Teacher accused me of plagiarizing, which I did
promo.
not do. I did not plagiarize. Let's
You
go.
did not. Okay.
No, I
Promo.
did not.
Promo of the week. I think
Comes
that
from.
the Beekeeper.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's really good actually. I enjoyed it.
It's not fair, rolling fives and sixes. It's a curse, I swear. Sometimes you lose a lot in a card game. I'd build my deck up just to watch it fall, and the CCC might be slipping away. Where were you when the dice came down? I gave it all, but losing now. I built my deck up just to watch it fall. I lost it all for nothing.
Dude, that's just that promo, folks. Slamming, slamming, slamming from the Beekeeper, who
These
seems to.
AI music tracks, they're incredible.
I
Sometimes,
know.
you gotta say.
Like, we will do the segment of the week, but that will happen at a future time, my friend. Ladies and gentlemen, while we're getting this going, oh my God, here we go. We got hello, my
Your
friend.
host of Stacked Card,
Yeah.
That's right.
Mr. TVA Commissioner.
Oh
How y'all
wow.
doing tonight?
How are you?
Look at
Doing all
Bombado
right.
with the hot take.
I
What's
just
Bombada
got.
say?
Oh boy.
Bombada saying better than better than everything on Goddess Records. Wow. Wow. Boss, thoughts?
I mean, AI generated music is very impressive.
Hmm?
What can I say?
Can't say nothing about that. Hi Drew, how are you?
Cannot say.
Like I just saw you like 2 minutes ago.
Yeah. Yeah. Who using the clankers?
I think everyone for music. I did an AI generated.
Not Matthew, from what I know.
Yeah.
From no, but like for like gimmick things that you're not going to actually spend your time and energy on. Like it's so fun to run through like a an entrance song. I commissioned quite a few entrance songs with actual real artists and musicians. But like every once in a while, it's like I sent Smith one the other day.
Oh God, that was really good. That was really good.
It was incredible. It was like the fact that it did, like, I put lyrics in and it pumped that out in 30 seconds. It was like pretty amazing. You know,
I've asked Matthew to do something for me for Grand Gathering, so I'm looking forward to seeing what he does. But I
which
also
Matthew?
Possum Cat.
Pass.
Yes.
Yes.
Matthew Hass does custom music as well.
Yeah.
His will be like real instruments, though. If you go with Hass, it'll actually be recorded with drums and guitars and keyboards and things like that. Moving on to the
Post of the week, because this is really important and it's factual information you folks need. It's a question from one handsome Matt Nealon asking the big question here. Old school CCACA Grand Gathering. Greetings. Are we using the Grand Pack 3 or old school cards for this event? Is there a list of cards we can use? And then Mr. Polverino on the bottom right here stating Old School 3 is premiering at Grand Gathering, which contains new Old School 3 cards and the cards strictly from Old School 2. So you get a little mix of both. Any cards that premiered in Old School 1 will be rotated out. 10th anniversary set is still legal. So there's your basics of what you need to know for the Old School CAC coming up, which Boss was kind enough to put the listing of cards
into your comment of the week. If you go to supershowthegame.com, currently it is a work in progress. I'm working with Mr. Young Allergy. It is not entirely up there yet, but currently the new cards that will be available to be used are listed under the Old School Pack 3.
I'm right here on the screen.
Some one half of the Old School competitors, Old School Pack 3, will be in there as well.
It's on the screen right now for the people at home.
Yeah. Yeah, the non-parody wrestlers are in there right now, like the remakes are there.
Yep.
Correct. And we are working through it. We might have them up by the end of tonight.
Yeah.
But
I saw it the other day. It was pretty cool.
Yes, so we want to make sure everybody knows what is legal. So the long-term plan is, if you haven't caught up with the rotation, or if you haven't caught on to the rotation, you will have 6 cards that are legal at each card number, and then the 10th anniversary deck. And it also goes in a nice little rotation. So the 3 newest cards from the previous set are combined with 3 brand new cards from this set. And then once we get to Old School Pack Wave 4, you'd have the 3 cards that debuted from this set alongside with 3 brand new cards. We are working for a Gen Con timeline, hopefully, to have a Old School starter deck, which will have the 10th anniversary cards. It will be branded with the Old School art. It'll come with new competitors or new finishers. And it'll just make it very easy for you to see this box set plus these current packs are what's legal, and so on and so forth. So it is going to be crystal clear. If you are interested in the cards that have rotated out, we'll be able to go over that a little bit later in the show. I'll show you the other cards that are legal before the month ends. I will make sure that this is all up on the website. There have been posts, there have been streams that have it, but I'm going to make sure that everyone understands totally which cards are legal. A question that came up: Overgiver, new finishes. Currently, Overgiver is only in the mystery boxes. We will make sure that some of the foil Overgivers are randomly inserted into the Old School packs as well, if anybody was planning on playing the Overgiver.
The Overgiver might need one for Supermania.
Yeah, that's true.
Right? Would you agree, Drew, that Overgiver's finishers, even though they're currently mystery boxes, should be legal?
Yes.
Yeah,
like they're I mean, same logo, right?
correct.
And I wouldn't run all the new ones.
No, you mix and match. I don't think you go at all. All right.
There, real
which
quick,
brings us
boss.
to our
Real quick, there's a question from Jeremy. Cards that are out of rotation can now be alt-arted? ?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and actually that was announced a while ago. You can alt art. Somebody has already altered a Tiger Driver.
Ooh. All right.
Uh,
Type of the
nice.
week.
but if you missed the spoilers, from Boss Riding Beatdowns and such, there are new characters up there: El Scorpio, Lawman Nick, the Harlequin Queen, the Fireball, Dynamite, and Chester the Jester up online right now. Deck of the week. We brought the host of Stack Card, Mr. Drew Madsen, your TVA commissioner, your captain of the constellation. He's got himself. I'm not sure if you did it with the same deck, but a couple first places, a couple second places, been on a good run through the month of April.
Yeah,
Along with some.
let's see, not the same deck because the one I got a first with Glamazon. The second was with who did I lose to Chuck with? Oh, D2.
D2.
I
Yep.
think. Yeah. And then one with LaPhoenix, which we're going to talk about.
Yeah, let's pull up LaPhoenix deck
Pulling it up.
list.
Just
We'll
give
do
me a moment.
little
Yeah.
stacked card today.
There you go,
on
baby.
Unverse.
Right on screen for you.
All right. So the keywords that we're looking for are what? Fire, burn, and ash.
Yes, and there are an insane amount.
Yes. So some sneaky ones with ashes, smashes.
Right.
All right. So we have Cosmic Smash.
Smash.
Is burn one?
Burn is one.
So burn, fire, ash.
That's it.
and
That's
it. So we got Cosmic Smash, Burn Down, America Fires Back, Flash,
Flash kick.
Colossal Clash. Yep. Boss drops off the Fire Pranada. Is that over? What is that one?
Barrel burner.
Barrel burner.
Burner. Yep. Trash can. Brain
Trash.
Wash.
That's the one. So that's the one we're talking about combos and stuff. Her finishes are not excellent because of how good her gimmick is. So I run two, and she has enough keywords where I just run skill finishes.
Mhm.
Chuggy, who I said is, if not the king of jank, like at least the court jester or prince of jank. He saw what I was doing with Brain Washed, and he cursed me out, and then immediately had to 14 it because
it's also just an awesome card, right? If you're in a pickle, right? It's just like,
yeah. If I'm behind, which she's not a draw deck, she can be. It'd be like, all right, we're gonna reset the game, or I can pick up two finishes.
Yep. Chuggy from a trash can. Speaking of Chuggy, that is gathering the trash can.
Pin into the corner on 12. No keywords there yet.
Okay, so no keyword there.
Just
with
our
first one, just on number 12, so we're okay. So
we made it 12 cards without a key to find one without a keyword.
Cosmic Fire Punch on a 10, right? So that's pretty nice.
On a 10, yep.
Wave Breaking Kendo Stick.
Which, even though I did use it in the finals to save my life against Simple Chuck and flip his grapple finish after a diving takedown, in the prizes that I ordered for winning that event, I did get the union sanctioned fire bomb.
Oh,
so
wow.
now,
okay, so you didn't even have that. Yeah.
So now a keyword on 14.
I do like to have at least one friendly flip for that like panic button. Right.
Yes, it saved my life. I might have been able to kick out, but still, I didn't want to risk it.
So I do like splashing one of those. All American Sheep Army, nothing there yet.
I need a 15. Yeah.
Yeah. Working Moms, Trash Can Champions.
The 16.
The 16,
Stews, right?
The 16. Hold on.
So there's a 16 that was not on Get Dice at the time. He may have added it now because I told him about it. Captain Con premiering card, Swashbuckle Barrage.
Did you get good use of that besides the keyword?
So the one time where I could have actually used it, like and just killed a guy, put all his stops in play, was against emphasizing.
Oh,
so
yeah. The reason why I was asking is I haven't had good luck with them. I splashed them in some decks, and the timing was never right for it to like make a huge difference. So
I was able to put like there were lead stops or recursion in play, which was neat. But
I think next year's promos will do something to synergize with them to make them a little bit better. Because it was very hard to have it when needed.
Right.
Sometimes you have it too early and they like don't have leads in play. You don't want to put all their stops in play, give them that. So it was like there needs to be some sort of synergizing with it outside
Yeah.
of keywords.
It's still a scary card to consider what you can do with it, and that's why it opens up my other follow up strike, which I like a lot. But
Yeah, and these draw one for each other lead your opponent has in play, or a
good,
lot of people
and it's
play counts
keyword.
as twos, right? So that's good.
I've got
Trap
my
with the
draw 8.
trash can. That's
It
nice because it's a keyword that sticks, right?
keyword can't be removed from play.
Blindside smash,
Smash.
trash can.
Hold the trash can is the most suspicious card in that deck, just because I have to have a trash can in play.
Yeah,
Which that's why I'm running every single trash can I can, except for the 23.
but it's game changing when it hits.
Yeah, it is a really good secondary effect of being able to just shuffle in a card.
Yeah, crash and burn, atomic knee smash.
I love. It's another can't be removed, and at the pass and bury stage, people will 15 it just because it's a lead follow up. They can't be
Yep.
removed by APOC.
Unchained aggression. Nothing in there. Nothing
So,
sneaky in there, right?
so there are two different keywords on 23. There's dumpster fire drop, which I'm not. A flip 5, shuffle 1, draw 1 is not like my bag.
Yeah,
And
set up the trash can.
set up the trash can is okay. It's a shuffle 2, draw 2, but it increases your 5 to a 6 on breakout.
Yeah.
Like vast majority, it's just going to help your opponent.
Yeah, yeah, don't love that. Neck vice, just so it's good. Backlash, and fire
Backlash.
rescue hold. Nice.
Yeah, 2 shuffle it, 2 draw 2, shuffle 1 in, and the backlash with the ladder. I got gimmick blanked a decent amount, and then they would throw a grapple finish. And I was like, well, I'll remove that gimmick blanker. Actually,
Nice. So what is the finisher that you kept do?
So the Phoenix down, the finish strike is 7 to a 9 and 10 to an 11, and it says once you can discard this card from your hand to re-roll a breakout roll,
Which is solid, right?
Already good. Yeah, already good when you have possible 12 with just gimmick, but
Yeah,
it synergizes with the entrance, which I run True Survivor. So
to
that
get
first
two.
first
Yeah.
breakout roll, I can kick out of a 14 if my gimmick is all the way on.
Yeah, and then what I
Which I
love
have.
the Popa Press Slam and the Carter Clutch. Solid cards in general. They get your lowest 2 skills +2, your 8 typically, or 9 +1, and then you draw a card. But I think that the power behind this is not only comboing it with Brainwash, but also that you're meant for the long game, right? So like if you're at 2 crowd meter, you're going 5 to a 9, 6 to a 10, and a bunch of kills, right? So
Yeah,
you don't got to worry about botching.
Yeah, hitting those at the end of the game when you will get to normally at least like crowd meter 2 at least. So having that sharpshooter effect is crazy. And like there was one match where I had like a long knockdown drag out fight with Bob Dunn, and I hit one of these and it was like crowd meter 4 or 5, and I just said good night, Bob.
Good night, yeah, good game. We'll be saying
yes.
good night to Bob's ownership of the Super Show app in 29 days.
So, real quick, for the people who are new to the game as well, explain the brainwashed with La Phoenix combo for the people.
So that combo is brainwashed allows each player to shuffle their hand into their deck and draw 5 cards, so it's a derailed effect, which is already like a decent, like, hey, I'm behind, I'm going to reset the game, and it's keyword. And then it says I can pick up 2 skill requirement cards. Now, normally it's if you're picking up like a skill stop, like an alien invasion, colossal smash, or like a catch twist kick, those are pretty good. But my skill cards are my finishes. So if I play this 9 that says, hey, I'm going to pick up 2 finishes, you're going to be like, well, I can't let that hit. Because Chugga Chugga is bad enough. Picking up 2 is crazy.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I like certain decks you could run like check under the ring to do something similar.
Right.
Pick up 2 cards with DQ, right? Grab 2 finishers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but having like unless you're up against Titan, being able to have a power 11, then then you have a strike 10 for whatever reason, then a tech 12. You're like, all right, Ricky Riot, I'm just gonna stop your finish strike. Yeah, I'm tech 12 on your turn, jerk.
Nice. All right, Schmidt. Do
Yeah.
you have do you want me to screen share it or
I'll let you screen share it.
all
Let me
right, so
give
let
you
me
access.
pull up.
Hold on. This freaking new Zoom is a pain in my tuchus. Settings. Screen share. Where is this?
I'm gonna go over some of the cards that are in the new block from the previous wave, because currently you could go to supershowthegame.com and check out what's coming out next. What would be really interesting, maybe this could be an episode of Stacked Card,
You got to
a
see.
breakdown of the cards that have rotated out and the influence.
That'd be neat. We need to just actually check everything that's rotated out.
Steve is downloading something right now, it seems like.
Yeah, because like again, boot to the corner might not be here.
Is it not? That makes a lot of things.
No, I'm
very
good. Can you hear me?
interesting.
Yeah, we can hear you. You're good.
Bombada said that damn gimmick at entrance. I would have killed Drew so many times last Thursday. I am the bane of Smart Mark Sterling's existence. I've been playing Cherry Glamazon, which has Dog Uprising as a keyword, that so I can't get hit by this pesky stop finish. And then I'm playing Lephenix, which says, I'm not going to die to your finishes, sir.
You dubbed me the you dubbed me a spin wheel kick pervert. So I do pretty well against Smart Mark Sterling.
Right. Yeah. Well, that's what I've said. It's like you have to save follow-up stops against Boss because he will have at least one spin wheel kick, triangle stretch, something.
The at least one is. Oh, I've been on a kick of two.
I was
If my
about to
deck
say.
permits it.
I was about to say,
Yeah.
yeah, you definitely hit me with two the other night. Tried to.
Like if I look at my stat line, it's like, wait, I could pump my 8 and my 9, and none of my finishers hit those. Yes, we're going to both of these for sure.
Go for it.
Listen, there's a like, you could supplement recursion in so many other spots. So, and of course, if you're playing Trey Cantrell style, which I've been on kick of as well, you know, you don't even need recursion. You need deck searching.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so my screen share, we up and running?
We up and running, Bubba.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can.
You can see?
Yes.
Are these the ones that are on the old school back card pool, or are they?
This is the old school
just
2. Okay. Yeah. So you got machine gun chops, maximum hand size +1, opponents maximum hand size -1. You know, might get some love if you're building towards that style. I use
Executioner, baby.
Palm Strike. Your opponent does not have a lead grapple play stop, and your lead grapple, draw 1, bury 1. That's some sauce. Stiff right hand. Your opponent's gimmick is blank until their next turn. Doesn't get a lot of love, but could make a difference. So Alabama Slam line, same thing. Anaconda Vice, nice. I used that with a Blanco. I splashed one of those. Worked out pretty nice. Koji Clutch, draw 1, bury 1. Taunt from the apron. The flipper ones are gone, right? The ones your opponent may reveal the top card of the deck. You may flip it. Those were my go-tos in the old school.
No, those were neat. Yeah, if you're gonna play one of those, if they don't have whatever in play.
Yeah, I mean, just like for the same thing that you mentioned before with the wave breaking kendo stick. All right, so same thing here. We have to draw 1, bury 1 stop. We have to play 2 cards for agility and play 2 cards for strikes. So these cards that you're seeing are only going to be around for wave 3, right? When wave 4 comes, all these will drop out. So your 5, 6, and your 5s, again, play 2 cards. And then the swinging cutter. I'm going to go through them a little bit quicker just because if you've seen the 1, 2, and the 1, you know what the 2s and 3s are pretty much.
Yeah, you go over one line, you're going to get the rest of them.
Jumping Stomp, one of my favorites, still in there. And now you have the counterpart of the other one, posing with the crowd. again, another card I have a different
Old school
like.
champion ran 3 of those.
Yeah. Stomp in the ropes. Very, very good card in open or book matches. Crowd got my back. I'm so glad to get this thing back. We are very low. These are such a hot commodity for some reason. Tiger suplexes.
They just all belong to Andrew Mechie playing King Kong Dundee.
I've got a date with the Harm City Hitman. Diving European uppercuts. So these might actually get a nice little play here. The draw ones, then bury one cards are no longer in the rotation.
Interesting. So no lung blower.
Yep. And then rising knees. Again, I think this card also might get a little bit of love now. You know, I always thought this was a powerful card, but just never could kind of find a good home for it outside of keywords.
Yeah.
But in theory, just recovering too. These are still there, very powerful, old school.
Yeah, those are still fine. That's a staple card in Real Beaters, backflip out of the corner.
Leg sweep face buster. So now the 13, 14, and 15s are going to shake things up a little bit, right? Because you're not going to have all the crowd. I mean, one things that you had. We have kick out of the corner, spinning crossbody, and spinning leg lariat. So no crowd beater one stop for strike, right? That is rotated out. If that was your cup of tea. Diamond dust.
But we have running lariat to cover that for.
Yep. Obviously, that's not the case in draft, but yes, for the CACs, yeah. Arm bar in the ropes. Let's go 6-stop old school. That'd be awesome.
Oh,
Bronco Buster in there. Mounted slaps.
Stop.
And Ripcord Lariat still in there. No more mounted turnbuckle punches or spine breakers. That one hurts. That one hurts the boss. That's my line right there.
Yeah, at least there's the swinging suplexes of the world.
Yep. The Noah the Bow is like these.
Oh yeah. Big Noah the Boa guy. Played at the last old school CAC top cut.
What'd you play in the previous one?
Overgiver.
Oh, nice.
At Overgiver was the first one, and then I did Noah the Boa.
Put one card from your hand on top of your deck. Look at your opponent's hand. Choose one card and discard it. These are devastating.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. Honestly,
that was one of your MVPs, right?
Yes. Given the choice, I would rather run one of those than a press slam. Just because you can get rid of whatever you can get rid of whatever stop you want or a finish, and then it keeps you out of spectacle range because you lose a card and they lose a card. So
they're really good. When I was making them, I was like, these seem like almost too strong. It's just so hard to give up a stop any. But like if you're gonna, like shoulder claw can be devastating.
I will give Piglet his full due. We would play many a game late at night in Discord at like 2 or 3 in the morning, and he would be playing Underhoss and throw shoulder claw at me, and I'm like, man, this sucks. It was like Irish spine breaker. I'm like this hurts, man.
Clothesline over the top rope. Opponent flips 5s, put 4 on top. Again, sometimes these are hard to throw in, but if you catch somebody with these, you set them back 4 turns. It can be really neat.
Right.
Top rope drop kick still a thing.
Good. I need a bunch of
Top
those.
rope moonsault.
No regular moonsault, just a top rope moonsault. Thank God.
No more. Yep, you're gonna get skull busting headbutts now. Corner Kanrana. Man, there was a tech. Oh, if you've taken a look at Dynamite. Those top rope moonsaults are very good with her.
Oh yeah.
I think she has a finisher where, like, if it's flipped, you could play it. It's like, sure, I'll flip 6.
Yeah, it's gonna be there eventually.
The inverted anaconda vice. Mid-air collision. You want to talk jank? These are jank.
Yes.
These should have been upgraded to lead or follow-up, and it would have been hilarious.
And they just can
yeah.
never play anything.
Yeah, right. People still wouldn't have used it.
Yeah,
I love this line,
I do too.
especially because I've been hiding behind my Meeple Venture dojos
That's
lately.
if I'm running against a moonsault pervert, I might do the same thing.
Yeah, the double arm facebuster. Now you could make your opponent reroll, but you cannot reroll anymore, right?
Yes, Gamingiri line is not here.
Like, if this also stopped the lead, I don't think it gets play.
I think it will.
It's purely a draft card, right?
I mean, it depends who. Like, if you got an equal 8 or and you think they're not going to throw anything into you anyway, that could just devastate your opponents. And just like, it's like, haha, you better 15 this follow-up strike. And it was like, actually, I'm just going to I'm going to colossal smash you.
Yeah. So those are your cards that are there. Is my screen share still on that I closed?
Yes, it is. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so we also this is still a work in progress, but it has listed. I went too fast. I want to backtrack a sec. Sorry. If you have not taken a close look, or you didn't watch any of the previous streams, or joined the Boss Friday beatdowns when you were spoiled, you have Chester the Jester. When you bump, your target's gimmick is immediately blanked until the end of the turn. Take that, Cyclone, Razor Blade. You may ignore the if stop text on all non-stop cards. I think that was updated. Let me just hang on. Yeah, this one has to be updated on all your. Oh no, never mind. It says all non-stop cards, so that's correct. Schmidt, you did these files, right? Look at this. You like the white line of death. I'm gonna call it.
I fixed it.
I get rid of those white.
I fixed it. I went back and fixed all of them.
The fireball, when you increase your power or submission, the other skills also increase the same amount. This is going to be purely like finish bonuses, unfortunately.
In
at
old
the
school,
moment.
yeah. In open better, but this, no.
Yeah. When your card is stopped, you may flip 2 cards or bury 2 other cards in your discard pile. One of my favorite characters. You want to talk jank?
Oh.
I won a Highlander Games event with her.
Yes, you did.
It was very difficult, I would say. It was Kendo Stick Package Harlequin Queen, if you believe that, Mr. Drew Madsen.
That's crazy.
Once a year, miracles do happen.
Yeah.
When your finish roll is 7 or less, before the crowd meter bonus is added, it is +2. That is a normal
Killer.
mistake. Yeah.
Killer.
Yep.
Just we were talking about this last night. Just awesome. It's like, yeah, every finish is sharpshooter. Pardon?
Yep. Yeah. Pardon?
Yeah.
So the playtesting behind this was like, do you make it 6 or less and it's +2? And then it just kind of seems like, man. Yeah, like, so here's the argument, right? In a vacuum, the Rogue Anthony going, the one above all variant gets +1 to all skills, right?
Yeah.
So that's +6 in bonuses. This also has +6 in bonuses. However, if you're splitting hairs, in some cases, 10 to an 11 doesn't matter. In some cases, it makes a huge difference. There's a lot of people that would argue 5 to a 6 is of no consequence, right? So, like, does he technically have 6 or does he have 4? But ultimately, we went with the give him a very, very powerful effect. And I think it's going to be fine. This is not going to be like something like Deathmatch King or, I'll say Cherry Glamazon just because you mentioned it before, who has like a really powerful gimmick. And
this is only good when you hit a finish. That's why
it's a win more gimmick, right? Yeah, he's just got to get there. And if he gets there,
it's also thematically appropriate with a.
He's a sharpshooter, right?
He's a sharpshooter,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's so it's like you get it. There you go. You can take a look at some of their finishers. We'll do that quickly.
So are these playable in the old school CAC?
Yes, they will all be out.
Interesting.
El Scorpio, when you roll technique for your turn roll, your follow-ups are also
Different
lead
stat line.
Is it?
Is it
Yeah.
different?
Yep. Should be grapple 8 sub 7 because he gimmicked on his sub 7.
Good job, Schmidt.
You
Mixing it
said
up
this
for
was
us here
you.
at home.
You sent me.
You got the El Scorpio, one of the El Scorpio guys on here. Lucky, I got it.
It might be too late.
Now he's a 10-8.
Yeah. Nice.
Might swap these finishes around. Who knows?
Cool. Joke's on you. Your opponent buries 2 cards in their hand. If you win the next turn roll, you may bump instead. So interesting.
Gimmick does what on a bump?
Blank stare gimmick.
Eh.
You'll see. There's some stuff here. Kaboom! During your turn, if this card is flipped, you may play it as an additional card this turn.
All right.
The Rebel Yell. +2 to power. When this card is in your discard pile and you and your target have an equal number of stops in play, your power is +1 during turn roll. So even in old school, you'd have this
Power
to get
and
+1 to
sub.
power and sub, right? The Crown of Chaos. When this card is in your discard pile, you may make your turn roll -1. And if your turn roll was 2 less than your target's, draw 1.
Oh, that's funny. So
Yeah.
if you're gonna lose, lose a little bit harder and draw a card.
Yes, and then the original Harlequin Queen would bury 2 cards when she lost.
Gotcha.
So it like gives a very, very bad character some actual utility. The long arm of the law, if you're in the inside joke of the lawman Dick. When this card is in your discard pile, if your target re-rolls their turn roll, you may discard 1 card from your hand to shuffle this card to your deck. So that worked very well with the original lawman Nick.
Mm-hmm.
The Tail Strike. If you roll technique for your turn roll, this card is also a follow-up. So it could become a lead. Nice with the new one. See, here's the other one. The Backwood Buster. If you bumped on the last turn roll, double these bonuses, or this card is also a lead.
There you go.
So you could win the roll after the headbutt. And
Okay.
do some crazy stuff. The Powder Keg. One of my favorite cards. +1 to power sub, +1 to grapple. Your power and technique are plus the crowd meter. You may discard this card from your hand to blank the if stop text on a card played by your target. So if you're paying attention, her gimmick would make this card say, you may discard this card from your hand to blank the text on a card played by your target.
Oh. So just no finish bonuses?
Yep. If stopped, you may choose 1 stop your opponent has in play and discard it.
Wow.
It's really good for the OG Fireball.
Good and old school with no if stop protection other than dynamite.
Yep. The Giggle Bomb. +5 to strike, +1 to grapple. Discard 1 card from your hand, flip 1 card. I mean,
All right.
5 to a 10.
Nuclear weapon. Yeah.
Yep. The Irons in the Fire. +1 tech, +1 agility. Add 1 card with Clothesline or Lariat from your discard pile to your hand. Scorpio Death Drive. +2, +1, +1 on the now 7.
Now
Yeah.
+2 to the 6 to the 6 or 5.
I guess it doesn't matter, right? Because it had the same spread.
His old grapple was literally Thunder Driver bonuses because it was grapple 8 to a 9 and 5 to an 8.
We have look at your opponent's hand, choose 1 submission, discard it, add 1 follow-up strike from your discard pile to your hand. So some decent utility there. The Final Detonation. Copy the if stop text on a card your opponent has in play. So this would say copy the text of a card your opponent has in play. If the crowd meter is 5 or greater, this card cannot be stopped.
Okay.
So if you're going, Dynamite, I'm just going to play all these old school cards that pump the crowd meter and try to get this Final Detonation. The Pressure on People. +3 to submission. Draw 1 card for each stop your opponent has in play. This would be +3/+3 in old school.
Yes.
So this would be, as Drew called it, a nuclear weapon as well.
Yeah.
The Smooch and Snooze.
All right.
Flip up to 3 cards. Yep. Flip up to 3 cards. When you flip any number of cards, add 1 of the flip cards to your hand. If your opponent breaks out, you may put this card into play. So basically, whenever you flip cards, you can add one to your hand if you have this in play. Again, works really well with her old gimmick. If you look at her finishes, you know, we have the bomb on the grapple.
Mm-hmm. They had decent finishes on the strike.
The strike originally was +3. Now you got a +4. And then the submission finisher originally was +2, and this one is no bonus. So even with that bomb of a grapple finish, she's still not exactly packing in the finish department. So definitely, I would say warranted.
Same with Lawman Nick, but everything's a sharpshooter.
Yep. And some of his finishers, if you're not going generic, they also hurt you a little bit. If stopped, add one card with clothesline or lariat and name from discard pile to your hand. If your opponent breaks out, you may put one card with clothesline or lariat from your hand into play.
I mean, that's really cool. You could just put a follow-up into play.
With the sharpshooter bonus, right?
Yep.
And this one is kind of cool. If you have 3 leads in play, you may play this card as if it were also a follow-up. Your gimmick can make it a lead.
And now it's 8 to an 11 instead of 7 to a 10.
Let's go. So there's a close look at your cards from the old school set, from the ones we didn't spoil. Did we spoil Novocaine and those guys? And then we have a new entrance card, Toe-to-Toe Showdown. If your opponent has jumped the bell revealed, your first turn roll is -3. After the first turn roll, draw a card. So it'd be a way to start with an extra card if you gamble on the fact that your opponent isn't going to jump the bell on you. I thought that was a cool little your 3 choices here. Maybe you just keep the LFF old school and don't worry about anything. Or maybe you just opt to start with 4 cards on the off chance your opponent doesn't use jump the bell. So we have some cool stuff there. You said we did not spoil the old school stuff, right?
I think Rey Mysterio did too.
We'll go over it one more time.
I think a couple of those.
All right. From the mind of your player of the era, Mr. John Press 1P, who I believe will be joining us tomorrow for the Boss Friday Beatdown.
Nice. Me too.
Mr. Drew, nice.
Yeah, people are trying to tell me to play La Phoenix so she can go straight to Worlds. My friends, my biggest haters are telling me to do
that. Right angle. Ronnie Rom's lookalike. When your crowd meter is 1 or greater, your follow-ups with lock or suplex in the name are also leads.
Love it. Premiering
the 180-degree angle salt. +2, +3, +1. Add 1 card with lock or suplex for your discard pile to your hand. You'll notice that he's got +1s on grapples all across the board. Maybe he'll be finally using walking suplex as a card. Doesn't get much run there. When the crowd meter is 4 or greater, this card is also a lead, the acute angle slam. This was one in my notepad. It said 6 or greater, which I thought was hilarious because there's like no 6 crowd meters. So we put it down to 4.
He's built for tag.
Yeah. Please remind me, Drew, to go over the Evil Ed finisher. So I don't want that to break the internet. +2, +2, +1. Your opponent randomly discards cards from their hand equal to the crowd meter +2, maximum 4.
Classic picture reference.
Back it up. Is that Chuggy?
Yeah, that sounds like Chuggy.
Oh, in the background, I think my Discord is still open. I've got faction mates going over stuff. It could be Mr. Pollywood just complaining.
Our old school champion complaining? No.
Not about the old school format.
No.
That was one heck of a tournament of a match the other day. Come on, man, get back. Why don't we go back? Why don't we back it up?
Yeah, he's like riveting Super Show gameplay, arm drag.
Oh, yeah. We did right angle. We did Novocaine.
Novocaine. Yes.
The overgiver's opponent.
In the main event at Super Mania 3, live at Grand Gathering 6. Can't
When
wait.
you have 2 follow-ups in play, your opponent's gimmick is blank.
Boo.
I was saying who earns. You may add 1 follow-up from in play to your hand. The dental drill.
Pretty good.
+3/+1. Choke slam to healthcare. This one is a massive one. +1 to submission, +1 to grapple. Your finish roll is +1. If you have 6 or more follow-ups in play, double these bonuses. So it becomes +2, +2, +2 across the board, making it quite possibly one of the strongest finishers of all time, right? I guess the Just Doug one would beat it.
I was about to say 6 follow-ups in old school is going to be hard to hit.
Put you under and yank them. Look at your opponent's hand. Choose 1 card your opponent has in their hand or in play and discard it. These will all be legal. I'm about to get yelled at for yanking them so loud. I hear the footsteps coming. Missatisfaction. When you roll a strike for your turn roll, if you hit a follow-up, you may copy the effect of a card of the same move type you have in play. So if you hit a follow-up strike, you could copy a strike. If you hit a follow-up grapple, you could copy a grapple.
All right.
It's a wild card.
Satisfaction.
+1 power, +1 tech, +3 agility. If you stop a card last turn, this card is also a follow-up. Okay. So if you had a follow-up strike, you had a strike in play, you could do some damage with the gimmick. Handle time. Copy the text of 1 card you have in play. If you copied this card's text, it would just double the bonus. It would be like infinite.
I was gonna say, yeah, it stops at 1.
Yeah. So
but yeah, +2, +2, +2 is sick.
Or you might have something else, or your gimmick might be on, right?
Yeah. You could have a gimmick blanker in play, and like it's like, oh, overgiver, I'll just blank that and just give me back my +1s.
Your opponent cannot play cards on the next 2 turns, so that also means they can't stop you, right? So it's kind of
so if you have a follow-up finish, well, I guess that wouldn't be a follow-up finish because they couldn't stop your card.
He has some motion upstairs. Mr. True, I don't know if you saw it. I made homemade cram rangoons today.
Ooh. I saw that. I saw you were gooning.
They were very good.
I didn't want to comment that on a video with your kids.
Yeah. If I would have laughed.
I know you would.
They were very good. I didn't have like a wonton wrap, so I just took like a regular wrap and chopped them up, and it worked out. Humanity. Your power and technique are +3 during your opponent's turn.
Made Dragon Con like 10 years ago.
It does kind of look like it. My God.
I literally dressed as Mankind at Dragon Con before. I had my own mask and a Mr. Sacco before.
So you're getting a 10 and 2 9s during your opponent's turn. So harder to kill. Some defense, nice little character. The humanity. +3 power, your strike and grappler plus the crowd meter.
Cool.
I made this one way too complicated. If you have another card in play with you lose the match via disqualification text, you may re-roll your finish roll, and that roll is +1.
That is complicated to pull off.
So, like, in regular old school, you can only do it with his finisher. I really want to eventually. I think it'd be really fun to do a DQ line in old school, like old school chair shot or something like that. Old
Kind of.
school, put not just one line. All right, the humanities reach. Here's where things get a little nuts. Your opponent's first breakout roll is -2 for each card you have in play. With you lose the match via disqualification with text. That would include this, right? Because it does have that. If stopped, you may put this card into play, right? So your crazy little combo is if it gets stopped, you could put this card into play.
Sub it into the grapple.
And then you could use your grapple, which would give you -2 to their first breakout roll. Well, -4 with this one. And then you'd be able to re-roll your finish roll +1. So it could be a pretty lethal combo.
Yeah. I mean, if you tell somebody you get hit with a Gargano escape with boost and a re-roll and +1, pretty nice.
Yeah. Yep. Take some setup, as his gimmick is pretty defensive. I would say that seems like a Drew Madsen gimmick. Alita.
It is definitely up my alley, yeah.
One of my favorites, suffers from the lack of high-level parkour in old school.
For now.
Forever, but yes.
Yeah.
When your turn roll is 12 or greater, you may put one strike or grapple from your discard pile on top of your deck.
Hard to pull off in old school?
I mean, listen, if you want to be nuts and play the +4s across the board, right? You don't really have
miss.
Yeah, you don't even have the minus like lead. You don't know. You have the -1s currently.
Yeah.
So not going to be an easy feat by any means. Let's see if the finishers help them. If your turn roll is 12 or greater, your opponent gets one fewer breakout roll this turn.
Infrared bonuses.
Yep. The twist of fusion. The next time you roll grapple, it is +5. So it's the next time. It could be your finish roll. It could be your turn roll.
Breakout. Huh?
Yep. So the cool thing about the twist of fusion, you roll your finisher. It doesn't beat them. Next turn, you roll a 5. Your 5 goes to a 12. You can put the twist of fusion back on top of your deck, which is the intention of that. And then +3 to power, your opponent's first breakout roll is half rounded up. So not much turn roll boost here,
No.
There aren't that. We have the +4s at the 19 through 21s. Is there anything else that gets you 2?
I don't think so.
I don't think so at all. Yeah.
Because you said, it's the hanging European uppercut or the neck breaker that's 10 or 11 total. They're minus for each lead, not plus.
Yep. So you're gonna have the twist of fusion. Gonna be an awesome tag team character. Gonna be an awesome high level parkour character. But it's gonna need a little bit of oof in the old school only division. Is that the last one?
Did you do?
Oh no, Elroy.
Elroy.
I think gone over before, but always good to see it. This is the one that everyone says is like crazy.
When you roll power for your turn roll, shuffle up to 2 cards from your discard pile to your deck, and your next turn roll is +1.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. Yes, it is. And it's up to, right? So make people's lives.
It could be a shuffle 0, yeah.
+1 to agility, +2 to strike. If you rolled power or technique for your turn roll, +3 to power. So if it's your gimmick or your top.
Your casual 310s finish.
Ew. When you shuffle this card into your deck for your gimmick, draw 1 card.
Is that a code red he's doing?
Yeah, and then the dial 52, +5, +2.
Cool. And anytime I see a +5, I'm like, hell yeah.
Yeah, I just you had to go with the 52 meme, right?
Yeah.
Like this thing it's just there. Also, after one of the most, I'd say one of the most requested characters in the game of all time.
Right.
I thought the most requested, Steve. I thought the most requested was Great Khali.
No, for me, yeah. That is a look at your old school cards that are legal, your new stuff that's going out. I guess we'll look at one more thing just in case. kind of cover all our bases.
Okay.
You know,
Evil
this way,
Ed,
if you
Evil Ed.
Yeah,
did
Evil
that
Ed.
too.
Yeah.
yes, that's on the next segment, but yes,
Next segment. We still have to.
overgiver finishers will be legal, right? That's the consensus.
Yeah.
I think that's fine. If I don't get one, I can't play it, but tough.
You'll get one.
Hey.
I'll make sure of it.
Same gimmick.
Mm-hmm. Very nice of you that the person playing Overgiver bought all the stuff for the old alt art. Now I got to buy a trench coat and a hat.
I mean, you don't have to.
I'm not
your
going
opponent-
to. I'll tell you that right now.
+3 to agility. If your opponent breaks out, the crowd meter is +1. Your opponent's next finish roll is -1. That's a very good floating effect for him.
Yes.
Hell dove over. The ride's over. Search your deck for one card, put it in your discard pile, discard copies of that card's text until the turn. I'm sure there's some very good combos with that.
5 to a 7, 9 to a 10. Impossible taking the bonuses of the finish.
And then the undertaking. +2/+2. If stopped,
Woo.
you may switch your next turn roll to technique. All
7
right.
to
So
a 9, 8 to a 10, baby. We love it.
yep. So this will combo very nicely with the old school clothesline, the new school clothesline.
That's
Where
why I
you
said
can-
I don't think you run all the new finishes.
Yeah, I
Yes,
think that you play the new submission. I mean, again, they're really. It's gonna be really interesting what people think. I would love to run this with new school clothesline, right? That's obviously an incredible combo because you could. Oh, you stop my finisher. I'll make sure that your finish rolls are -1 next turn, right? Because of the spotlight.
Right.
And then on the other hand, you have the strike, which works really good with the submission finisher, right? You hit held dove over, they kick out, crowd meter is now 2, and then you do lead finish submission.
Yeah.
Could be awesome. So
The
you have
Hell's Gate,
options.
The gates.
The original tombstone is really powerful, +2 to your 8, and then plus the crowd meter.
It gets even stronger with the new old school pack 3 cards.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, oh man, 8 to a 10 and then plus $1 billion seems neat too.
Yeah. All right. So locals reports,
Yep.
events. You want to run through those super quick, Schmidt?
Yep, let's run through that super quick. Let's do events first. Let's talk about Thursday night last week because Thursday night, why? Because it's tomorrow night. And it's easier to start from there. Boss Roddy beat down, boss fights, beat down. Not a beat down, but boss fights. Here is your top cut. Boss
I think
fight.
this bastard over here knocked me out, if I recall correctly.
Well,
Yeah, you were the Moosehole pervert.
Yeah.
We had a top 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, top 10. Chuck and Ken Fouché playing a play-in. Chuck getting it over Ken Fouché. Moonstar is Trey Miguel getting over the Centipede, playing Brett the Metalhead. In a dark match, Chuck takes out.
We're gonna go top 4 only. Quick.
Top
We gotta
4.
go
All
chop,
right,
chop, chop, chop.
Chuck is Officer Breezes taking out the Italian Babata as Smart Mark Sterling. TV Commissioner is La Phoenix taking out the SRG BLSS as the leader of the. It doesn't say. What were you playing?
Leader of the Black Sheep.
Leader of the Black Sheep. Okay. And then winning, taking out Chuck in a TLC match.
Crowd meter 0, TLC.
Crowd meter 0, TLC.
Probably for the best, right? You don't want to be. You don't want to go the long game against La Phoenix in a TLC.
Yeah, especially when if I get my finishes in play, it's like, all right, crowd. If I hit this finish plus, I told him it's like I want to hit my strike with Popa Press Slam and Carter Clutch in play, so I could get +4 if I roll 5 or 6.
Nice.
Sunday night fights, folks. Tag team spectacular, kicking off with the LFF tag team title match as the Crime Wave, myself and the Centipede, took on Borjashid Force the Wipe, which comprised of the LFF World Heavyweight Champion, Zach Atchley, and your Tornado champion, Mr. Chuck, Simple Chuck, Maestro, Mike Santana taking on Deathmatch King, and Bautista. Choose one card. And in a world record in the LFF, I didn't play a goddamn single card in this match, and John Von Masick wins it for the Crime Wave, taking it, retaining, and we move into match 2 into Old School as your Old School champion, the High Roller, Mr. Pollywood, taking on Ant West, the Joker, as lukewarm Stephen Houston, as the High Roller sat back for 2 crowd meters and watched the show, but came back and defeated lukewarm Stephen Houston at crowd meter 2. Your winner and still LFF Old School champion. And in your main event, Team Boompool tying the record. Excuse me, not tying the record. Taking on TLDR, Papa Nekwakwa, and the influencer running Death Machine Sammy Callahan and Papa Nekwakwa using himself against Mike Santana and Slime Girl in a Ring of Fire where I only played 2 cards. I played 2 cards through both my matches. Natalia Bombada, my best friend, doing what needs to get done and winning it, taking it over. Your winners and still Tri-State Tag Champions, Team Boompool. I was told I should flex my muscle on only playing 2 cards in 2 matches and still retaining my titles. I will not do that because you know what? That's not my style. But this week upcoming, your Tornado Champion and your LFF World Heavyweight Champion will be on this upcoming Sunday Night Fights, including a Tri-State title match. But we move on from Sunday Night Fights to Monday Night Fights, or as I like to call them right now, the TVA show.
TVA Invitational.
TVA Invitational every Monday night.
Yeah.
Let's pull it up real quick to show you how to go.
3 weekly events in a row, each one by a different guy. We love it.
Yep.
We're all our biggest haters. That's why.
Top 4 is as follows. The highest in 4th place, Drew, as Cherry Glam is on. These were New York rules. Ian Chambers is Captain CJ Sparrow in 3rd place. 2nd place, Robert the Brain Dunn as Big Bad Bobby D. And the winner in a tables match playing the Berry version of Google Docs Dan, your LFF World Heavyweight Champion, Mr. Zach Atchley.
Best Berry player in the game. Made Google Docs Dan a horrifying deck to go against.
Solid list there. It was an awesome match between Ant West, Dr. Pollywood. What was it? 1 crowd meter, gimmick on, 6 to a 10.
Yep.
And an awesome little comeback. All right, what else you got?
Also, real quick, I want to shout out the new guy, Mr. David Seeley, who came in and played with us this past Monday on Monday Night Fights.
Dan or David?
Dan Seeley.
I played him. Yeah.
As he, what did he say what was his gimmick name? Papa Burro?
Papa Burrow.
Papa Burrow, yeah. He's coming back. He's from the Nova area, so he's probably gonna get started up there too. Dojo.
Awesome.
Dojo. We had a good showing. We went 5-2 in the house with a triad at the end. Cards to go on sale is as follows. As I pull it up on the screen here. You're the Witch. Size of the dog in the fight. Macho Squacho. Dog of Determination. Throw into the corner. And Nick Nimble is on sale, folks.
Folks, I said if you have a character that's not listed online, you're lucky enough to pull in a mystery box or a payoff pack, you enter in the dojo, could unlock it for other people to purchase.
There you go.
We did a locals report quickly in Rippage Arena. We played random tag teams. John Press 1P refused to pick up his friend, leaving us with an odd number. We were forced to improvise. I said I would rather go home than have somebody play 2 decks and roll 2 dice. So we allowed somebody to play Tornado style, where they played 1 character with double skills, and they played against 2 people consecutively. We had some mixed reactions on that. It just randomly was the Lord of the Dance. So you can imagine this chaos. Where it was just
Jeff
like
is the person I would be like, yeah, he can handle that.
So it we had a great match. People had mixed reviews. It is a format that we've used quite a lot at in the early stages of Super Show. It also is something that we use at the larger conventions when we have a smaller team because it allows us to demo 2 people at once. Usually works out pretty well. I think the luck of the Lord of the Dance being not only was it totally different from what you were doing other rounds, you also couldn't use stops for most of the game. Made it quite a shock to the system. Other results? Do you have any other stuff for locals?
I have a locals report from Jeremy.
All right, we'll do that at the end of the episode because I know there's a little bit more stuff we want to cover. Sorry, but we got a lot to roll through. We have the CAC, the CCC, the next round hosted by the oldest living member of the LFF Hall of Fame, Mr. Patrick Mulligan. It says that the first round, the Dude and the Beekeeper versus Olivia Wonderland and the East End Enforcer will run tomorrow from 10 a.m. Chicago time until Sunday, 10 a.m. Chicago time. All right. If anyone in the round is unsure of how it works, I'm going to ask Mr. Brian Schmidt to, in real time, set up a group chat with those 4 participants, myself and Mr. Patrick Mulligan, letting them know that their round will start tomorrow, right here, right now, as that will be going on. Am I still screen sharing?
No, you're not.
Yes.
Not on my screen.
Schmidt.
I turned it off, but he.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I see it in the Zoom, not in the. I see on the stream.
Okay, so what are we gonna look up? No help is coming. What the heck is this thing called?
No help is coming. It's the new strike finish with me on it, right?
There is no help coming.
So this is a generic finisher that is available in the Evil Eds, which I've done a very large pile of them. You know, there'll be a lot of them in mystery boxes and payoff packs heading into the Grand Gathering. If the crowd meter is 5 or greater, this card can only be stopped by your opponent, and your opponent cannot be saved. Okay, so this is almost like an I win at 5 crowd meter and tag. It is generic. Anyone can use it. Okay, so I just want everybody to be aware that this card will be in circulation. Whether it will have an impact on the events, we will find out. The schedule of the events we went over, the formats of them we'll be going over in detail next week. But this is something I just wanted to point out, that it is out there. You might not know it exists. You might get hit with a chair out of nowhere. This will be available for the Grand Gathering.
All right.
And now the list of competitors in the mystery boxes going into Grand Gathering is quite extensive.
Okay.
And I want to get you an exact count on them. Why won't you delete? Why won't you let me get back? Let's see. Okay, all of these characters are out and in circulation to some degree. They will all be legal for the Grand Gathering. Okay, Michael Kirk, I hope you have your yellow notebook out. The Three Nephews Trio, Acorn the Book Dragon, the Aurora Ace of Air, Born Better, that is a Kobe Cram variant. The Bosses Philly Cannolis, the Brawl Duke, Crime Wave Trio, Defective Plungers Tag Team, Defector Single Character, Everyone's Enemy Alt Art, Evil Ed, including that card, GM Man, Grim Thoughts Tag Team, which includes the version with Steel Wool as a trio, the Kings of Emo Trio, Math Guy will make his debut at the Grand Gathering. He is not currently available to anyone not named Trey Cantrell. Nick Nimble, Rudy, the Screaming Dancy as a new finisher, and Transcendence as a trio. There is also Pat the Thinker. Okay. those characters will be legal. If we do have special guests who show up at the Grand Gathering, they are very likely to have new characters that will debut. They might be legal on scene. I don't know who's coming yet, what days they'll be there. But like for example, we announced that Doctor Sleep will be there coming into Friday, so he will be legal for the events. Other characters that are confirmed but not announced, when they debut, they will be legal on site. But they're not spoiled, so very few people know what they do. If there are other people who are coming and new characters come out, it'll be the same deal. But those cards are going to be available. Prize cards that are supposed to come this week. Yes, there's an American Double Punch in there for you, Drew. Finally.
Let's go. So they're prize cards, or I can request my copies finally.
I don't have them yet, but I
Okay.
called yesterday and they confirmed that our 3 orders are in the print queue.
Ooh.
Those are prize cards, restock cards, and the May the 5th, the 4th be with you cards.
Ooh,
Nice.
sabers.
The Sabers should be on a pre-sale for
Mothman about to get broken, boys.
oh boy.
Oh yeah, sabers of light, you say?
Yeah. You know what I thought was funny? If it didn't say tubes, if it said light, that would have been awesome for deathmatch.
Does he need the help? Or no, you're talking about the stip. Okay.
The stip, yeah. All right, hold on. Let me bring this into focus so people can see the cards. Start from the
We
beginning.
have Catch the Ropes, Rope Breaks
Ooh,
coming back in.
Those, yeah.
love that card.
Powerful Impact, upgraded. I'm gonna make a decision with the team. Do you think all this stuff should be legal or should it come out after Grand Gathering? Nothing too shocking in the system, I don't think.
I don't think so.
I think it'll all just be available.
Nerfed versions.
Upgraded version of Feeling Dangerous after the nerf. A 2020 version, just in case you want it. Bridging Cosmic Suplex. Your
Ooh.
opponent has another submission in play. Stop any submission and choose one card your opponent has already discard it.
Oh, skill? Oh,
Press Slap!
I
Ooh,
love
Chuck.
this one.
Oh, he's press slamming Chuck with a boo, Chuck.
A little set up the kendo stick action from Sean Blue. Showboat. This one a new prize card. We know Drew Matz is gonna like.
Oh, I love that.
With that beautiful man, absolutely.
That's good. How cool is that? Tiger Driver, aforementioned.
Ooh.
The Avalanche Driver.
Mr. Cheat getting an avalanche
Not Mr.
driver.
Cheat, no.
No.
Daredevil Slam from Chuck.
Ooh.
Destiny's Call.
Oh, little choking.
Bob Dunn. As much as I hate you, we are trying to get your full art dreams complete.
Dude asking when will the GG5s get released? I assume at Grand Gathering there, dude.
You assume wrong. Grand Pack 5s are not coming at Grand Gathering.
GG5. GG5.
What are you talking about?
He just asked when will the GG5 cards get released?
He means Grand Pack 5.
I assume.
No.
Yeah. Some new spectacles.
Ooh.
There we go.
Once a match, change once per match in the text of your entrance card to twice per match and once per turn.
Oh.
Chase off manager, change twice per match in the text of your opponent's entrance card to once per match.
He's Grand Gathering 5 picture cards.
Anything that was in the Grand Packs will be debuting in the Grand Pack cards. Some of them are promos. They're not in this. So the ones like
the based on photos one.
Yes, are most like if they're not a skill card, they're in the Grand Packs. Made to be champ.
Oh, that's
Stretch.
cool. Strike version of that.
Nice.
Yep.
Master Stretch. Had to be a stretch.
Yay!
During your turn is considered a ladder match for your card effects. Once per match, if your crowd member is 2 or greater, crowd is considered 2. Katie Scarlett kicks off the match. Start of the match, flip 4 cards. Your target flips 2 cards.
Oh,
Interesting.
interesting.
The Streamer Celebration. Welcome to New York. You may bury 1 card in your hand. If you do, the match is increased to crowd member 1. Bolt darts.
Ooh. Oh,
Evie
wow.
Laveau.
Wow.
Yes, some very cool stuff
Certainly
here.
different.
Yeah.
Luna Hallows.
Once during each of your turns, you may just go. Oh, it's the same gimmick.
Yeah. It's,
They're the same. They're just all their variants of
Oh,
character.
this is really. I like this a lot.
Rabbit out of a hat.
Steel Cage or Liger's Den.
The American Double Punch.
Hey, there we go.
This is a Funky Fingers Possum King.
Yeah, Wolfman Possum King.
And then a new blast into the light tubes is coming. Last but not least, Saber of Lights.
Yes, baby. I'm very excited for these cards. Very excited.
There was that training with Gropar.
Yep.
Yeah, that was very interesting. I like that more than the Geo one, I think.
Yeah. You could also train with Pang.
Training with Pang.
You are considered to have a Saber of Light play for your card effects. Stop an elite submission. If you have a card with training within the name revealed, you may draw 1 card and bury 1 card in your hand.
The rule of 2.
Dive over the competition, same thing. A hip toss with cycling if you have a training with.
Why do I have a day? Oh, love it. Weapons
Add
are
1 finish from a discard pile to your hand. If your next turn is 10, your opponent's turn rolls -1. If you have a card with training with in the name, you may draw 1.
weapons are part of my religion. Love it.
If you have another Saber of Light in play, put 1 grapple from your discard pile on top of your deck. If you have a card with training with the name, draw 1, bury 1. So if you're using the Pang training with this, it's just a free pickup of a grapple, which is very nice.
Yeah.
Union Light Printer Jam Resolver. DDT with the draw 1 barrier. All who gain power are afraid to lose it. Candyman gets a new card. GM-Man, I should say. A forceful display. Flip 1 card, put 1 card for your discard pile on top of your deck. And then if you have the training with, you draw 1, bury 1. So basically adds a card to your hand. Rhythmic Ready Stance. If you have another Saber of Light in play, your next turn rolls +3. So with the
training.
Just a straight +3. A Beacon of Hope, see 1, stop 1. The Final Blow. If you have 3 other Saber of Life cards, this card is a finish instead.
Oh, boy.
Which would be
I love
2 if you have the training with. Blocking with the Saber of Light. Is your stop any.
King?
Yep.
King.
Flying through the stars with the Sabers of Life. Your lowest skill is +1 for each Saber of Light card you have in play.
Ooh.
If you have another Saber of Light card in play,
Oh, that could be massive.
you may discard 1 card from your hand to reroll your finish roll. So, pretty nice, right?
Yeah.
Pretty nice.
I have a
so that will be the start of the Sabers of Light.
I do have a personal question. Will we open it to other skills for some of those cards, like more Saber Light cards that fill out the
Just I want you to think about the question you're asking, process it, and say it in English, because I didn't get you there.
The
What
13,
was it? What?
the 13. Will we able to make 13, 14, and 15s of that line as Saber Light
Yeah,
cards?
next year.
Okay.
Next year.
Okay. Next year. Heard. Okay.
Yeah, and it'll have a different effect than draw one, bury one, right?
Okay. I was just asking because I know that's going to be asked at some point.
I'll crack open to Steve Weiser. All right.
Hmm.
What else do we have to cover here?
You had Super Lucha event. How you want to talk
I'm gonna
about?
take a cop out. I'm gonna take a cop out on this one.
Okay.
I don't want to take away from any of the other events. So I was asking some people, Drew, you're here. I'm sure other people in the chat. I think the best thing to do would be an online event pre-Grand Gathering, not to add to the already pretty stacked repertoire.
Right.
Don't add anymore.
No, right? So I think it should be a Super Lucha themed event, which will have online signups, and I want to figure out what the best avenue is. If make it a single day thing, or you have 3 weeks to play all your matches in the group stage. I think that
Single day is typically better, just because
yes,
if you give people time, they will just take the entire 3 weeks.
yes. So I got to look at the schedule and pick a day that it can be done. It might be a Friday night for a Lucha Friday, and it will be Super Lucha format, and it will allow for a number one contender for the Super Lucha title. That does not mean that there will not also be a Super Lucha contender named.
Ooh.
I think there might be 2 challengers for that.
We also Grand
I think
Gathering
a
schedule.
single day Friday night Lucha might be the way to go. That should be pretty fun for the qualifier. So please stay tuned for that. I think most people would agree. Let's not add anything. We play tested a really fun format last night, which is the Master of the Mat format, which I would love to do some stuff at Grand Gathering with. Really simple concept. You play 5 2-minute rounds. So it's similar to a 2-minute challenge. However, after 2 minutes, instead of restarting a match, you just discard the cards in play, and then you continue the game. You play 5 2-minute falls. If somebody wins 2 falls, it's over. If after 5 rounds of 2 minutes it's a draw, you play sudden death for the next fall. So we played it a few times last night. We had a blast. It's based off the Master of the Mat. We might run some of those at the Super Show after dark for some cool prizes before we get there. In the true Master of the Mat format, the qualifiers then go into a fatal 4-way or however many people you have. But I would like to do some of those things as well. So I think I made a decision. It'll be prior to the Grand Gathering. We'll select the date. One day seems the better option as we get ready. And then the final huge announcement, which is, I hope is not a surprise. There will be no rotation to the stipulation block going into Grand Gathering. I think people are really content with where it's at. I'm not looking to shake things up. I think that you have a month to prepare some of the decks that you've already been using for the past couple months. And then after Grand Gathering, we'll have some new stipulations printed and we'll go on the rotation. But despite, Spider has changed their announcings, we're going to stick with it. The original plan that we had for the blocks. I'm not going to shake some things up. I think that, again, this close to the biggest event of the year, you don't want to throw such a huge curveball into it. And then also, I feel the stipulations that people have right now are people have prepped for them. They're kind of neutral. Who knows if I throw something in there right now and it just kind of turns things upside down. You guys know what you're in for. That's what I'm sticking with through the Grand Gathering. People have asked about stipulations for the old school ones. Expect the same stuff that you saw. The modified cage, the modified steel chain, no DQ stuff, and a main event. Nothing too fancy on that front. Right. John Calais and I have worked on the schedule for the Grand Gathering. I believe it'll be finalized next week. We are going to mix things up a little bit in a sense. There are 3 opportunities to win a World Championship title. That's the Grand Battle, the Cookies Fortune, and a World Championship event. We are going to most likely do different formats for the World event and the Cookies Fortune event. So one of them might just be 5 rounds top cut. The second one might be something a little bit different, like double elimination with the best of 3 series into it. And yes, Bob Dunn, that means you might go into 2 out of 3 falls if you're undefeated at the end of that event. But just to mix it up again, rather than have 6 Swiss events the whole weekend, I think this will give us the opportunity where if we do go with the best 2 out of 3 for round 1 and then double elimination, you still have to go down 3 times before you eliminate, right? And a lot of our tournaments is if you lose 3, you're not making the cut anyway. So that will free up some time in the schedule and allow us to do some other things. So currently, what it looks like we're looking at is an Underworld event on Thursday. We have the Worlds and the Cookies Fortune. We have the CAC, the Grand Battle, then the Dosmo Deck Challenge. Then we have Tag Team. And then I believe the Italian Mobata and Hold the Line Harry will be hosting Tornado and Trios events throughout the weekend.
I'm in the Tornado one.
I believe I'm in the. He's making an announcement this Sunday on Sunday Night Fights of who made it in.
So he had sent me a message that said, DM Jonathan Dew on Facebook if you're interested. He is having a 16-player invitational tournament run at the GG. There'll be 4 rounds, single elimination with the Tornado title shot given to the winner. Listen, this is a very coveted title. I think this is going to instantly fill up. At a weekend of the Grand Gathering, we're expecting, way more than 16 people. I think that this might even be too low of an event. I think that there are definitely over 16 people interested in this event. So do not miss the opportunity to go sign up and make that happen. Anything else I need to get in?
Super Lucha event, Grand Gathering, old school format spotlight, competitors mystery box, next round CCC. We did locals report. We didn't do that yet. Oh, Jeremy filmed
most of it.
We did. We
all right. You
covered
can play that on the exit. He'll get that all covered with you.
Yep.
If you are not signed up for the GG and you are planning on going, do not wait any longer. The drafting for the Grand Battle and the Cookies Fortune is going to start. Bob Dunn, I wait very patiently to hear what kind of match you would want should you be able to get through my tag team of Simon and
he's in the chat right now.
Colby Crab. I mean, do I even have to bother playing this match if you go down to them? Fair and square again with those same deck lists. But if you want, what's the format? Name your terms. What do you have in mind for me?
Oh, let's see.
I'm interested. The doors are open to chat. Tomorrow is the Boss Friday Beatdown. It is an open event. It is worth extra points. It is, in my opinion, a very good test of the Grand Gathering prep. We're going to have some of the best players there. We're going to have a couple of Worlds events. Going to be the same stipulation block. I'm thinking it's going to be a very simple 4 rounds, and then I guess like 3 wins are in, because I got to talk to Bob about group stages. I've always done it with the Chalone style. So I need to kind of make sure it's the same sort of setting. We have new prize cards that will be debuting. You get an extra grand pack if you win. You get a payoff pack for signing up. We're going to have some new prize cards. You get a custom playmat. As usual, the more people that sign up, the better the prizes will be. Historically, you've always got a ton of stuff. In general, it's been a great event. So hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. As I mentioned, when it's filled, because I want a divisible by 4 amount of people. So don't wait like people have done with this Create a Pro Wrestling show and then say it's sold out. What can I do? So
real quick before we kick to thank you to Busy Jake for following. Welcome to the Super Show. We appreciate it. Bob saying group stage is in support. Group stage support is in the app.
Sweet. So we could just do groups of 4 and then we're good to go.
Yep. All right.
All right. Play that locals on the way out. I'm going to say bye, man.
See you all tomorrow for Expanding Universe.
LFF Universe, this is Practicite Jeremy Staggerwald, and I'm still stuck in the chibi-verse. I'm going to be a chibi forever with tiny little arms
What
and a
does
giant
that do?
head. Somebody
Come on.
please help me. And I'm still contractually obligated to do locals reports. Oh, this is awful. Well, I suppose I'd better get to it.
I can't believe I don't.
This is your
have
locals
a
report
check
for
under
April the
ring at Full
29th,
House.
2026. I have 3 reports on the docket, and the first one, we're going to go all the way across the ocean to England. Okay, we have a locals report taking place in Pubhammer in Epsom, Surrey, United Kingdom. So Pubhammer, it was an event held to try to get people into Super Show. We got this from Neil Sheen. So good job there. We had 9 people playing with all stuff that was donated by Bob Dunn. So shout out to the brain. I'm going to list all 9 people because this is really cool. In 9th place, we had Katie using Gabby Ortiz. Then from there, we had Simon using EDM. Moving up the list, Ryan Phillips using the Mothman. Freya Cooper using Simple Chuck. Lily Mages using Beef Mode. And that put us to a top 4, which went as follows. We had the 3rd place match between Kimmy Williams as Lady Baba and Rosie Phillips as Gabby Ortiz. I don't have a result for that one, but they were 3rd and 2nd respectively. And then in the finals, Jacob Porter is the Dive Bar Bard, winning the event, defeating Neil Sheen as Big Bad Bobby D. So congratulations to Jacob Porter winning as far as I know, the first tournament in the United Kingdom. So really cool stuff happening over there. That is the result from Pubhammer, and that's really great to see. I also noticed, looking in this app, that there are several locals tournaments. I see Misos, I see Rust Belt, I see Ribbonship. So come on and send me those reports, guys. Then we have XP Wrestling, Spring Gambit. I hate that name. Spring Gambit. Don't name your event after Gambit. It's almost as angry as this mouth tracking on this chibi right here. It's awful. It's great until I start recording. Okay, then we had a tournament, which was all the deathmatch crowd meter. Every single match in the tournament, deathmatch crowd meter cutting to a top 6 where they were still death matches, but they also had the special guest referee, the one above all. Top 4 went as follows. 3rd and 4th place, Sean Carter as Orchestra Red and Slade Holiday as Version 2 Franchise. Coming in 2nd, Nick Ross as GM Calais Version 2 Degenerate and Destruction Grr. And coming in 1st and winning the whole event, me as Isaac. Wait, I'm stuck in the Chibiverse. How did I don't remember being there. Okay, something weird's happening. Paul Trejo, where are you? The ACCW Heavyweight Championship also on the line. Jonathan Thu as Ninja Hummingbird against Lauren Schwanet as Lauren Santiago. That one went to crowd meter 4 with multiple finishes that everybody thought it was over. Back and forth. Your winner and still ACCW champion, Jonathan Thu as Ninja Hummingbird. Finally, we had a Feast or Foiled Triad match. It's a no DQ Triad Eliminator where everyone would pick one of 3 briefcases. The person who got the first fall would get the first pick of the briefcase, and then the next person to get a fall would pick the next one, and whoever was left had to take the last one. So Downriver Drew, Andrew Chapurdy, got the fall. He won the match, picked the briefcase. Then it was Slade Holiday picking the next one. Sean Carter gets the 3rd. And the results are the MXT Championship, formerly the Meeple Monarch Championship. That was in the briefcase won by Slade Holiday. A title shot cash-in for the XPW Championship was in the briefcase of Sean Carter. And Downriver Drew, who won the match, got $1 American Oh man, to win that match and pick the wrong briefcase. Well, that was the fun time that we had at Spring Gambit. That brings us to Titan Legacy Wrestling in McDonough, Georgia last night. 2 championships on the line. The first, the Titan Legacy Championship. Nick Ross defending the title as Zack Sabre Jr. That title lets you choose multiple competitors to be the special guest referee, and your challengers has to pick one. Nick also put out an additional requirement, is you had to choose 2 decks and then randomly decide which one it would be. The special guest referee ended up being Flip Gordon, and in the end it was me! Wait, I'm a chibi, how was I there? As Nick Nimble, winning against Nick, and Chip Allen as Lexi the Punk Rock Pixie, and John Hodges as Mike Santana. The Super Lucha Scramble Championship was also defended. I am the champion. Well, not anymore. Okay. Now it's Chip Allen as Super Sonica won the championship against me as El Penguno, Nick as Young Meat, John Hodges as the Swolverine, and Chris Longamoff as Lucha Snake Pit. All right, those are the locals that we have. Remember, send us your reports. Shoot us to the emails in the scroll. Hopefully I will be a chibi. Hopefully the chibi